Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZLN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets tonight in the NBA season opener of 2023 and 2024 season. Guys, what can I say? I mean, this is not the type of video that we should start off a new season with, or this live stream, when it comes down to the Lakers falling to the reigning champs in the Denver Nuggets. But, it is what it is. I mean, we still have 82 games remaining of the NBA season. So I'm just here to tell you guys this is not anything for us to be um, panicking about. I mean, seriously, I know it's the regular season and this loss counts towards our record, but at the same time, I mean, I personally think that the Lakers have a history of not winning game openers. I mean, the last time the Lakers won a game opener was back in 2016. That's when we had a rookie by the name of D'Angelo Russell joining the Los Angeles Lakers during that time. So, with that being said, this is normal. I mean, in the sense of Lakers not winning game openers, even LeBron at times throughout his career never really wins, game openers during his NBA career at times. But at the end of the day, guys, I mean, this is this is the type of moment where it kind of stings a bit because there was a lot of talks back and forth from certain from the Nuggets side, from the Lakers side during media day with Anthony Davis and LeBron saying that we can't wait to face the Denver Nuggets and that type of sort of ordeal. But at the end of the day, it was not to the expectation that we were looking for. Unfortunately, it was a bit disheartening for us to hear the chants at the Ball Arena when it comes down to the fans out there chanting "Who's your daddy" and that type of crap. I mean, I just, I just had to say it was just. It was just annoying to watch and annoying to hear from the fan base. I understand that you won the championship, you swept the Lakers, but at the same time, I mean, it's just tone it down a bit. I mean, that's all I really have to say when it comes down to that. But they're not going to listen to me. I don't really care. But at the end of the day, I mean, the Lakers in this game tonight against the Denver Nuggets was a bit disheartening to watch, I have to say. I mean, especially from some players tonight that did not live up to the expectations that we wanted to see in this game opener. Now, could they improve on their skill set throughout the season? I have no doubt that they will. It's still so early to tell. I mean, it's so early about how well players mesh well together and how well they can play well together and that type of thing. So, there's still some time for some of the new Lakers that's on the Lakers. Obviously, they will potentially live up to the expectation, but according to tonight, it did not go well as according to plan. So it's just unfortunate. But when you look at well, actually, first of all, please follow me all across social media. I forgot to mention it, but I was just so my emotion was running high when it comes down to this loss, and I just had to get it out the way about my feelings about this game in this opener against the Denver Nuggets. And, it's just really gotten to me. But at the end of the day, I mean, I just had to, you know, just somehow just focus on the task at hand and give you guys my analysis and my thoughts about the Lakers and this loss. But I think the Lakers will bounce back from this, hopefully against the Phoenix Suns on Thursday, and hopefully they will get a win there against them. But sort of remains to be seen about that. But just follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, and TikTok. The links will be in the description of this live stream, so you guys can check it out. And please follow me there. I really appreciate it. And also hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's look at the team stats for the Los Angeles Lakers. It was just some of the players tonight did not live up to the expectations that we saw tonight, especially from our star players. It was just unfortunately that some of the players did not step up, including, there's one guy that I honestly was a bit disappointed with his second half performance, and that was Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, when you look at the stat line, he put up 17 points out there tonight, had 8 rebounds and 2 blocks. When you look at it, it's like, oh, wow, okay, not bad. Went 1 of 2 from the 3, went 6 of 17. That was not pretty bad on his. It was pretty bad on his part there. But when you noticed in the second half, Anthony Davis was a no-show, which is unusual to see from a guy like him when it comes down to his performances, what he puts up every single night, including what we saw from him during the preseason. I mean, he was laying it up. But for some reason, in the second half, I don't know, maybe the defensive effort from the Denver Nuggets got into him or something. But for some reason, it did not go well for him. He was a no-show when it came to scoring in the second half, and it remained 17 points in the first half. So nothing has changed there. Maybe rebounding was improving on his part, but other than that, it was not to the expectations that Anthony Davis puts up. I think he will bounce back from this, hopefully, against the Phoenix Suns, and just hopefully have a much better performance in the second half and just throughout the quarters for sure. But I just want to put that out there when it comes down to his performance. It was bad in the second half, but he was great in the first half when it comes down to it. And on a side note, I want to also bring up the refs. The refs, for some reason, there was some calls that should have been made. I mean, Aaron Gordon touching the rim before he scored. I mean, that right there was warranted as a foul. Or at least I'm not sure if it's a goaltending. No, it's not goaltending, but it's he should have gotten fouled there. And then some of the fouls were made from some of the Nuggets players hitting LeBron on his hand. That should have obviously been called on, but unfortunately, the refs were in the Nuggets' favor in this game, I guess. So it's unfortunate, but at the same time. It is what it is. I can just say it as that. I'm already all frustrated as it is when it comes down to the Lakers performances tonight, but I'm a whole different type of frustrated of the fan base of the Denver Nuggets, and it's just it's a whole thing that I'm just like so heated because of it. But it is what it is. That's all I can say. But yeah, Anthony Davis, he, hopefully he will bounce back from this performance and plays much better against the Phoenix Suns on Thursday. So let's just hope for that. Taurean Prince, he's the player of the game. Sure, I can say LeBron was because he had a solid night, but Taurean Prince was out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to his performance from the shooting side, the defensive side. I mean, anytime he shoots, it goes in. And that's why he is warranted of being in the starting lineup, because of how well he's been shooting throughout the preseason and just obviously earned the job. There were talks that, he's just obviously keeping his seat warm for, Jared Vanderbilt once he returns from his injury. But I'm kind of hoping maybe he will stick around more than Vando when it comes down to the starting lineup, because how well he played tonight against the Denver Nuggets. Even though it was a loss, he put up decent numbers. He really helped out this Lakers team in a big way, especially when it came down to his shooting, winning 4 of 6 from the 3 and averaging 18 points a game, 1 block out there tonight, and having 3 rebounds out there tonight as well. So he was really great when it came down to his shooting. And, anytime the Nuggets players guarded him, he makes the shot and goes in. I mean, that's just the greatness, what he is confident of doing when it comes down to shooting. When he has an opening, he will make the shot. And that's what Torian Prince went out there tonight against the Denver Nuggets and really showed up in the game opener of the NBA season with a great performance. And hopefully we can see more from him, especially from the shooting side when it's needed most for the Los Angeles Lakers in key moments and key situations. And we also even saw that. I mean, when the Lakers had a chance of taking over a lead, for some reason the Lakers feel comfortable and they just take a seat back and allow the other opponents. And this is a kind of similar situation what we saw from the Lakers versus the Nuggets in the in the playoffs last season, last postseason. I mean, it was a similar type of game that we saw. I mean, when the Lakers got a bit of a boost when it comes down to getting the lead shortened down from the Denver Nuggets side, it obviously turns back and somehow they shut down. And the Denver Nuggets just score on the Lakers. I mean, that's been the trend that we saw during the playoffs, and it just now continued on into the new season of the game opener when it comes down to the Nuggets just taking advantage of the opportunity. And that's what we saw. And, from this game tonight. And it was unfortunate because the Lakers, had an opportunity to, do whatever they can to get a win tonight. But unfortunately, it just wasn't enough for them to be competitive in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter. So, hopefully they will bounce back from this loss and continue to just improve and hopefully start winning games after this loss. So we just have to hope and wait and see for that potentially to happen. So, but it's a whole season. There's only one game. Hopefully the Lakers will bounce back from this for sure. So I just want to put that out there. But just a great job out there from Torian Prince out there tonight from his performance. LeBron James, he had 21 points, led the Lakers tonight in scoring, 21 points, had 8 rebounds, 5 assists out there. And he put up 1 3, went 1 of 4 from the 3. And he 10 of 16 from the field out there tonight. In his 21st season in the NBA, is putting up some decent numbers when it comes down to, the type of numbers that we expect from LeBron James when it comes down to the repertoire that he brings to the table. And, in his 21st season, there's no indication that, nothing has changed when it comes down to LeBron James. But, he did what he needed to do. Unfortunately for his dynamic duo in Anthony Davis, did not show up in the second half. And that obviously needs to change for sure. But LeBron James was there to potentially, do whatever he can to help the team out. But unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. But, he had a solid night. Great job out there for LeBron. D'Angelo Russell, what can I say about D'Angelo? When it comes down to it, he had a not expected type of performance when it comes down to it. I mean, there was a lot of talks that he would have a bounce back season and hopefully facing the opener against the Denver Nuggets, get revenge on them. But unfortunately, it wasn't it. And, when you look at it, it was a pretty bad performance from D'Angelo Russell from this game tonight. And, when it comes down to it, it was just not to the expectation that we wanted to see from him in the game opener. But compared to what we saw from him during the preseason, it was great to watch. I mean, it was amazing how he was shooting and how well he was facilitating the ball and being the number one option at the time during the preseason. It was something that we actually thought that he will continue that going into the regular season and especially against the Denver Nuggets. But unfortunately, we did not see that from D'Angelo Russell whatsoever. He did manage to go 2 of 5 from the 3, so his shooting is very important to the team. That just putting up 11 points. It was just not enough, not the type of numbers that you should put up. I mean, he should be averaging around 17 to 19 points a game in every game basis. But unfortunately, he did not do so. Maybe he's just still getting his bearings in. I mean, it's the season opener, so it's something that obviously the Lakers needed to. All of them maybe are just getting their bearings in, but I think we should have seen that from them in the preseason. But you know, it is what it is. Just got a comment here from Turbo. Welcome back to the live stream, buddy. I really appreciate it. And once again, guys, the official return of ZLN Lakers post game show on YouTube. It is finally back after a long off season. So once again, thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. I'm just going through the stats and giving you guys my opinions of certain players not stepping up. Some of them do. And thank you all for joining me. And for those of you who want to comment, I will display your comment, as you can see here from Turbo, and read them out to you and give my analysis. So please do so. I really appreciate it. I've already seen one right now. But first, let me read Turbo's comment. Welcome back to the live stream. I really appreciate you joining. Lakers are in trouble again. Lakers roster is not enough to beat the Nuggets. Lakers better make a trade. We need shooters. I think at this particular moment, Turbo, we should calm down a bit when it comes down to demanding trades. I can honestly say that this is just one game. So, when it comes down to it, we should just obviously keep a positive note that this is just one game, and understand that, the Lakers will manage to improve throughout a very long, lengthy 82 game season. So I think it's too early for us to demand trades at the moment, but I think I'll start judging the Lakers once we reach maybe like mid-season, maybe somewhere in December, January, for me to make a solid point. I mean, at most, if somehow the Lakers continue on this trajectory, then yeah, I will be right on. I will honestly agree with your comment for sure for the Lakers to make a trade right away. But I think we should just calm down when it comes down to this particular notion out there. But I can honestly say this, though. I mean, there were some shooting efforts from the Lakers that we saw, but it was just not good moments in the game. So it's just unfortunate. But at the same time, I mean, we should just pump the brakes a bit when it comes down to demanding trades for over one game of the season opener. I mean, that's just hopefully Lakers will just honestly bounce back and just understand their mistakes and just somehow just try to win games, moving forward after this loss, and hopefully get some motivation or some mentality for them to, get a win added on to their records very soon. So thank you again, Turbo, for your comment. I really appreciate it. Let's read another comment here. Social Johnson 84. I like your profile. Go Broncos. I'm a Broncos fan, so really great to have some Bronco fans in here and some Lakers fans. So it's really great to have. So thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. And Lakers might be even undersized versus this Sacramento behind Sabonis and McGee. And yeah, I can honestly, I mean, the Lakers are pretty undersized, but at the same time, the depth for the Lakers is still strong. I can honestly say. I mean, most of I'll get to Rui Hachimura, and even though we did not have Jared Vanderbilt, which obviously was a lack of size there, there's some possibility that for some reason, I don't know why, Darvin Ham decided to play small ball against the Denver Nuggets tonight. There were some certain lineups that I saw that he was playing small ball against a pretty big Denver Nuggets team. So even though we have pretty big, size players like Christian Wood and Jackson Hayes, Anthony Davis. I mean, there was just some certain moments in this game tonight that should have. I'm not sure what was going on when it came to the rotations you know uh, from Darvin Ham, but it's just I don't know. It was just not to the expectation that we were looking for. But yeah, I mean, Darvin Ham really needs to focus on his rotations and somehow put better lineups when it comes down to certain matchups. Which obviously in this game tonight against the Denver Nuggets, he should have played more bigs than he should have with small ball. It was unfortunate, but yeah, honestly, for sure. All in all, it's just one game. As I was saying, yeah, thank you, Social Johnson 84. Thank you for your comment and this one too. All in all, just the first game. Yeah, it's nothing for us to really panic about, really, guys. I mean, I even said this during the preseason with some of my live stream subscribers were commenting that we should panic because of the Lakers losing games in the preseason. And I said it, it was all of preseasons is mainly looking at players and how well they develop and who is deserving of certain roles on the team. This one is a bit different. I mean, obviously, we are looking at how well the Lakers play and can they win games. And obviously, they didn't tonight. They obviously added to their record. They're now 0-1 of the NBA season. And you're right to say it's just one game. So nothing for us to really overreact about. And like what Turbo said, when it comes down to them making trades, I think it's a bit early to demand trades at the moment when it comes down to over one game. So I absolutely agree with you, Social Johnson of 84. That is just one game. We should not, we should calm down and not panic over one game. So thank you, Social Johnson 84 for your comment. I really appreciate it. Let's continue on with the Lakers stats. And for those of you who are joining me and want to comment, I will display your comments on the screen so we can read them out loud when I'm going through the Lakers analysis of the Lakers versus the Nuggets in the season opener of 2023-2024 season. So please do so. I really appreciate it, and I will display the comments on here for sure. But let's continue on. I was talking about D'Angelo Russell. He just had a bad night for sure, but hopefully he will bounce back from his performance. Going into the matchup against the Phoenix Suns on Thursday. Let's hope for that, and the Lakers will bounce back from this loss and get a win against one of the top teams in the Western Conference in the Phoenix Suns with Kevin Durant, with Devin Booker, and potentially with the return of Bradley Beal, who surprisingly did not. I think he's playing. I think they're playing tonight, right? Yeah, they're playing against the Golden State Warriors, and ironically, he's not. The Phoenix Suns are not playing Bradley Beal. I'm not sure why, but he's dealing with a back issue. But for some reason, I've been hearing that he'll be ready to go against the Lakers on Thursday, which I just find it very interesting that you're I'm not sure you're load managing a guy to play for certain games. I mean, isn't that obviously been the talk that what the commissioner Adam Silver was talking about when it comes down to having players play if they're not hurt? I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe he is hurt, but maybe he can play through injury. It just sort of remains to be seen. But I don't know. This is my own personal analysis about it. But I just find it very interesting that if it's possible that he will play against the Lakers on Thursday, that is the possibility that could happen. But we just have to wait and see for sure. But yeah, hopefully D'Angelo Russell and the rest of the crew, especially Anthony Davis, will be ready to go and have a bounce back performance, and you know play better against the Phoenix Suns, who are also a threat in the Western Conference for the Los Angeles Lakers. So uh, let's just hope for that. Austin Reeves, he had some solid numbers. He put up some pretty decent numbers tonight against the Nuggets. Had 14 points, went 1 of 12 from the three, and went 4 of 11 from the field. Had 8 rebounds and 4 assists, and I believe, yeah, 2 steals out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. So a solid night for him. I mean, she should have showed some more effort on the defensive side, when it came down to the second half. But unfortunately, he didn't, and showed more offensive type of performances. But that's been so far what's been lacking for the Lakers from the second half was the defensive effort, which obviously, even though the Denver Nuggets did not show enough defense, it should have been the Lakers' opportunity to step up at defensive side of the ball. But unfortunately, they didn't. But it is what it is when it comes down to it. So, but that's starting lineup for you. Let's talk about the second unit, who I have to say the second unit was a bit disappointing in my opinion. Single digits from all across the board from our second unit, especially from the disappointing performance from Rui Hachimura, who I have to say, guys, I mean, you're getting paid. You're getting paid to, to obviously, play much better this upcoming season, which obviously he, did not show whatsoever. I mean, playing for 15 minutes, 0 of 3 from the three, 3 rebounds, and only putting up 6 points, and had a -8 plus negative. I mean, that's just a pretty bad performance from Rui Hachimura there when it comes down to his performance tonight against the Denver Nuggets. Now, could this performance of his improve in the next couple of games? I mean, maybe it will, but we saw during the preseason that his shooting was not going in. I mean, he was making shots that were just not going in, which obviously was disappointing to watch. And maybe that's what hurt him when it comes down to him losing the starting role on the Los Angeles Lakers to Taurean Prince, which obviously, Taurean Prince deserved, because, he balled out during the preseason, and obviously he did so tonight against the Denver Nuggets. So with that being said, I mean, Rui Hachimura he just needs to get his act together. I mean, he is somebody that obviously Darvin Ham and this Lakers organization believes so much in when it comes down to his, his ability to shoot, his ability to bring a lot of defensive effort from off the bench, which obviously what's their mindset is when it comes down to him being a reliable six man coming off the bench, if you will. So, with that being said, hopefully Rui Hachimura bounced back from this, because he did not show up whatsoever in this game for sure. So let's just hope for that. Hope for that for sure. Christian Wood, his performance was a bit similar situation to what we saw from Rui Hachimura. 7 points, had 4 rebounds, and went 0 of 1 from the three. Better field goal percentage compared to Rui Hachimura. Went 3 of 4 from the field. But other than that, I mean, defensively, it was a bit lackluster on his part. I mean, it's something that he needs to show a lot when it comes down to, for the second unit coming off the bench. But unfortunately, we did not see that from him. And it's just unfortunate. And, that's been, and I even mentioned this. I mean, just the rotation alone was a bit messy to watch. I mean, just Darvin Ham putting up certain rotations in the game that just did not make sense whatsoever. I mean, just there was one point that he was playing small ball, which obviously did not work to the to the scheme of how we were playing against the Denver Nuggets, which obviously they are well known for playing bigs. They have big players on their team, which obviously was just not that great. So I mean, from the Nuggets side of things, but it's just unfortunate. I mean, Darvingham should have did his homework and should have put a better lineup and better rotations in this game against the Denver Nuggets. I mean, they should have planned this very well, but unfortunately they didn't. I mean, it was just pretty bad on the rotational part from the coaching staff, and hopefully they'll look back to the drawing board and maybe fix things up when it comes down to the rotations headed into the Phoenix Suns game for sure. So let's just hope for that. Hopefully they will, and hopefully they get a win on Thursday for sure. Uh, let's see here. Maxwell Lewis only played for 1 minute. That obviously, I don't know if that's the first name I saw from the list here. Cam Reddish. Let's talk about Cam Reddish a bit. I was very impressed by his performance, even though the Lakers were losing and the rotations was a bit out of place, messy a bit. Cam Reddish saw some opportunity, played for 18 minutes, had 7 points, one of 12 from the sorry, of one of two from the three, 2 of 4 from the field, had 4 rebounds out there tonight, and one, I think he had one block out there as well. And it was a bit interesting that he was taking Max Christie's role as part of the second unit. If you noticed, Max Christie only played for 1 minute, and most of those minutes went to Cam Reddish. And I have to say I was impressed by Darvin Ham, giving the keys to Cam Reddish when it comes down to the second unit, being part of the second unit at that particular position. But I have to say, he had all night, with his standards when it comes down to the second unit. But just have to put that out there when it comes down to it. I was finding it very surprising that Darvin Ham played Cam Reddish more at the shooting guard position than uh, Max Christie. I mean, I just found that very interesting. Just got a comment here. Let's just display it right here. Lakers are not the same anymore. In what sense? I don't know what you're trying to say here. I can say that winning mentality. Maybe I can agree with you on that for sure. But I still think just going back to social Johnson 84, that all in all, you know uh, just the one game. I mean, when it comes down to it, it's just one game. I think the Lakers will bounce back from this loss and hopefully get a win against the Phoenix Suns when it comes down to it, and hopefully they will you know start win games after this loss. And it's just one of those moments where we just have to understand that it is just one game, and hopefully the Lakers will start to be the same old Lakers that we all love and appreciate when it comes down to them having the winning mentality and just start to win games potentially after this loss. So let's just hope for that. Let's just hope for that for sure. And thank you again for your comment. I really appreciate it. Let's read more here from, no, actually, let's look at more of the stat lines. I mean, Jackson Hayes played for 7 minutes out there tonight. For some reason, I was kind of hoping that Darvin Ham would play him more, especially when it came down to this matchup against the Denver Nuggets. When it comes down to size wise, I mean, just going back to Social Johnson 84's question, when it comes down to the Lakers might be undersized, but obviously he was talking about the Kings matchup. But in this matchup too, I mean, the Lakers should have played big instead of playing small ball against the Denver Nuggets, which obviously should have, which he should have done, but unfortunately he didn't. But I don't know, maybe he needs to. look back to the drawing board and see what went wrong and hopefully fix it. That's my hope, because I was really hoping to see Jackson Hayes and his performance and his athleticism and his size when it comes down to facing the bigs that the Denver Nuggets had. But unfortunately, he didn't. That's unfortunate. So, uh, but let's talk about Gabe Vincent for a bit. Played for 22 minutes. His shots were not going in. Surprisingly, he went 0-4 from the three, had 6 points. Pretty bad performance on his part when it comes down to the shooting efforts. But regardless, guys, I mean, this was a disappointing loss, especially when it comes down to the hype around this game and just the talks and just in that sort of manner. I mean, I was just hoping that the Lakers will get a win against the Nuggets, trying to get a revenge over them. But unfortunately, the narrative was not in the Lakers' favor when it comes down to it. And it's just unfortunate. It really is when it comes down to it. And just hearing the chants from the Nuggets fans, it was just the icing on the cake to the Lakers' wounds, if you will, when it comes down to this loss tonight. It's disappointing, and it is what it is, but you know it is one game out of 82. So let's just hope the Lakers will bounce back from this, and I'm hoping that they will, just moving forward after this loss, they start winning games, because this is a Lakers team that's so talented, with depth, with players that know how to shoot, know how to defend, and this is just another opportunity that this team has when it comes down to the ability to, just go up against any team in the Western Conference or just in the NBA in general, to face them and get a win. And that's the confidence that we hope that they will do moving forward now. Because this team is so talented that they should win games. But it's just I don't know. There's just certain rotations that should have been in a certain way that Darvin should have, you know, done differently. That maybe the Lakers would have had a better chance of winning tonight, but unfortunately, it wasn't for sure. So, um, but yeah, guys, I mean, uh, my only conclusion of this live stream will honestly say that, this is one game. We should not panic and overreact to one game. Let's just hope the Lakers will just bounce back from this and start to win games after this game opener of the NBA season, and just have full confidence of just playing well together, and hopefully we'll start to win games for sure. After this loss against the Denver Nuggets in the season opener. So let's just keep good optimism, keep the faith when it comes down to the Los Angeles Lakers. And yeah, guys, that's all I really have to say when it comes down to this live stream. And once again, thank you, Turbo. Thank you, Social Johnson 84. And just thank you, Jose To. My apologies for mispronouncing your name, but thank you for your comment. I really appreciate it. To all of you for joining me on this live stream, I really appreciate it, and expect more live streams to come. At the moment, I'm just coming from work, so I'm a bit tired at the moment, but at the same time, I'm dedicated to all of you when it comes down to game analysis, Lakers news, rumors, updates, speculations. So if you haven't yet, please follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter. And just follow me all across social media for more news, Lakers, rumors, updates, speculations about the Los Angeles Lakers. And hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel. It's really important that you do so you'll be in the know about everything about the Los Angeles Lakers, and especially for my Lakers post-game shows. Every single Lakers games I will go live for every single Lakers post game show throughout the NBA 2023-2024 season regarding the Los Angeles Lakers. So please do so. Hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to join me on the live streams. And as you can see from the comments here, I do display the comments and show you guys my appreciation for you guys' you know, engagement on these live streams. So please, whenever you can, I welcome every single comment. So when it comes down to the Los Angeles Lakers, and we had pretty good conversations. So thank you again, Turbo. Thank you again, Social Johnson 84 and Jose for your comments. And but from let's just leave this on a positive note. This is just one game. We can just hope that the Lakers will start to get their act together and start to win games after this, because this is a really good, talented team that we should not put to waste when it comes down to their ability to, win games at key moments, at key situations. And once again, Anthony Davis and, just D'Angelo Russell, some of our starting lineups should step up and start to win us some games, especially D'Angelo Russell, who's fighting for a contract year. So this is something he will step up, and hopefully Anthony Davis will put up a better performance than he did tonight. Obviously, in the first half he did, but the second half he was a no-show, and this is something he will do so for sure. So once again, thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it, and once again, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, so you'll be in the know when I go live for every single Lakers post-game shows. So please do so. I really appreciate it. And once again, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, TikTok, all those great social media sites. And I also have a podcast. So please, it's basically the same content that you see on YouTube for my channel, only you can just listen to me on the go. So you can find me on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and you can just follow me there. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next live streams and the next video. Once again, keep the faith, keep the positivity, and hopefully the Lakers will bounce back from this loss and start to win games after this game opener. So let's just hope for that. Thank you all for joining me. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Take it easy, guys. Go Lakers. Take it easy.